Hello, you are welcome to today's Gmat class. If you are looking for a competent tutor to prepare you for the GRE or the Gmat, you can contact me at the end of this video and I can assure you you are going to find it very helpful. Now we have a question to treat, so let us just get started. What is the minimum possible value of the sum of the squares of the root of the equation? Now, since this is a question on quadratic equations. Now, we don't know what the roots are. So let's say the roots are x and y. So this question is asking us to find the sum of the square of the root. Y is x squared plus y squared. Now, this is the equation given to us by the question. So x squared plus a plus 3x minus a plus 5 equals 0. Now, how do we go about finding the root of this equation? Now, what we need to understand is that we need to manipulate this equation in a way that will help us solve this particular problem. Now, but there's a particular equation that will be of help to us here, and it is x squared minus, since it's zero, sum of roots x then plus equals 0. Now from this part, if you compare these two equations, you will see that the sum of roots x plus y equals, you are supposed to have negative here. Since there is positive here, if you compare the two equations, that means the coefficient of x, which is the sum of root, is negative. So this becomes a minus 3. And then the product of root is xy equals minus a minus 5. Now what we need to do now is to manipulate this equation into this form, into the form x squared plus y squared. So how do we go about that? It is by squaring the equation. So that means this becomes x plus y squared equals minus a minus 3 squared. So if you square x plus y, you get x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. If you square this, you get a squared minus 2xy would be plus 6a, then plus 9. Now, if you look at this properly, you discover that xy has been given here to be minus a minus 5. So we just substitute for xy. So this becomes x squared plus in bracket 2 minus a minus 5. Then plus y squared equals a squared plus 6a plus 9. So this becomes x squared minus 2a minus 10 plus y squared equals a squared plus 6a plus 9 plus 9. Now moving minus 2a minus 10 to the right side of the equation, this becomes x squared plus y squared equals a squared. So if you move minus 2 to the right side of the equation, this becomes plus 8a. Then minus 10 to the other side makes this become plus 19. So now we can see that x squared plus y squared equals a squared plus 8a plus 19, which is another quadratic equation. So where do we go from here? The question is asking us to find the minimum possible value of the sum of the roots. So the minimum possible value of x squared plus y squared. So since x squared plus y squared equals a squared plus 8a plus 19, we are meant to find the minimum value of this quadratic equation. So how do we go about that? There's another formula that we need to use here, and it is the formula that shows the coordinate or the vertex of the parabola. Now, because the coefficient of a squared here is positive, that means if we plot the graph of this equation, a squared plus 8a plus 19, on an xy plane, the graph will be facing up. So, and that is why we can find the minimum value of the graph. So we are going to use an equation which shows the coordinate of the vertex point of the parabola to find the minimum point of the quadratic equation. And that equation is y. So since we have a here, we have b in bracket x minus h squared plus k. Now the x here is the x coordinate of the turning point of the parabola. So at the turning point of the parabola, or at the minimum point, the value of x at the minimum point is what h represents. The value of y, which is what we are looking for, which is the minimum point, is what the value of k is. So we will now need to manipulate this quadratic equation into this form. So now this will become a squared plus 8a. So let's enclose this. So what we do next is find half of the coefficient of a and then square. So whatever we get, we now add to a squared plus 8a. So half of 8 is 4. If we square 4, we get 16. So that gives us 16. Now, since we have added our intention is to change the form of the equation, not to change the value. Since we have added 16 to the equation, we subtract it here. So minus 16. So we have 19 here already. So from here, this part is no longer useful for us. So because we are looking for the minimum value, which is the minimum value of y. So it is this second part that we now take note of. Now minus 16 plus 19 will now give us 3, which is the minimum point of the quadratic equation, or x squared plus y squared. So the answer to this question is C. So that is all for today. Once again, if you feel up to it, you contact me uh, in the comment section, or there's a WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is connected to this particular, is on the page actually. So I'll be expecting your messages. So that is going to be all for today. Until we meet again next time. Bye bye.